One second. Let me go ahead and I need to change the game info along the bottom. Right. Solo elf MT. Okay. And the stats, I'll update the stats once we actually have them.
I haven't had my muffin yet, Matt.
Thanks, Rael. Freaking Matt. What's up, Voice of Authorita, by the way? Yeah, we died. A greater ghoul tapped us and we got instant held. It was very sad. Look, anything that I see that's like above an 87, like an 87 or above, I'll probably just take. There's an 86. 86 is fine. Here's what we can do with an 86, right? The wisdom's dump. Intelligence, yes. Constitution is dump. Dex up, this up, this up. This is pretty solid. But if we roll something silly like a 90, that would be fun. Completely unnecessary.
Power.
Like, we're fine.
Is power.
We're fine with the 86, but I'm being greedy. Salk, thanks for the follow. Yeah, if I streamed for as long as Dav does, then I would have a lot better of a route for BG1, but I don't. Also, like, it seems like whenever he rolls a BG1 character, like, he's able to get out of there within a couple sessions. And I guess, for me, it takes no more than one session to get through BG1. There's an 87. Alright, we're gonna keep the 87. And then I'll roll, like, 50 more times. Let's say 100 more times. And if we get something higher than an 87, then hooray. 3, 5, 10. 20. 30. That's some crazy stats, Matus, yeah. Yeah, I can't do that, Dean. This is not the job, this is the hobby. I've lost count, by the way, so let's just say this is 50. $60. That's an 89. $70. $80. Again, I know that I'm not counting correctly. Alright, let's take the 89 and run. Nice. 89 is really good. That's a really good roll. Woo! Look at that. That's some stats right there. Okay. Alright, so 18, 19, 6. 18, 10, 18. Alright. Skills, open locks for the boy. With the +1 dagger? No, 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 no. Didn't we just talk about not wanting to use melee weapons? Sling or short bow? Sling or short bow? Sling is still just really good. I don't know. Even though elves get the bonus with short bow, so maybe this time let's just do the short bow for fun. Throwing daggers? Eh. I don't see enough throwing daggers, and I'd rather just attack quickly. I can take the point in sling in BG2 when I get to Everard. When we get to Everard, then I can use this. Until then, I'll just use the short, but just to change things up. This is literally just to change things up because I've been throwing rocks at everything for a while. So yeah, one short bow and one in longsword. And then for spells, nope. Yeah, we can do sleep and blind. Cause now I can learn spells again. And we'll pick blind as our first one. Blind or sleep? Sleep. All right.
We're going to gut.
All right, Ben. Insane difficulty, venture forth.
Yeah, that's weirdly brilliant.
Everything is not nailed down. Though I won't learn any spells that I don't need until BG2.
No time to chit.
Might as well get the experience when it's actually worth something. That's a charisma check, by the way. Talk to Firebeat 300 or 30 times, and he'll give me 300 gold. 2, 3, 4, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
There we go.
All right, fair enough.
If it's not nailed down, it's mine now.
What's going on?
All right, we're gonna hide in shadows until
Might actually work.
until it succeeds. Once the hide in shadows succeeds, then I can leave, because right now there's a guard waiting to kick my ass. Because I robbed, right in front of that guy. Keep that RNG rolling. I guess I can update my script while we're talking about it. Find traps is fine. Attack enemies is fine. Using any other abilities is not fine for the AI. We can do it. One day. One day. 0 days. He's really not. I mean, granted, it's not like no, but this is on average 30. Like, this is a 30% chance to hide successfully, and he keeps failing it. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Power.
All right, here we go. All right, let's sell all the junk that we had that we don't need anymore, and then I will buy a short bow and a bunch of arrows. Like a lot of arrows, like 6 stacks of arrows. Isn't it BG1? You're right, it is BG1. And shame on me for not updating the category correctly. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Yep. And some bolts. Yeah, no, I don't care about doing any of the stuff here. It is completely unnecessary for me to load up on early experience.
All right.
Because
Fair enough.
I will get the experience that I need without having to run around freaking Candlekeep. And Matus, I already have 1,000,000 gold. A +1 dagger is not going to get me anywhere farther.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Oh, my child.
I'm ready to go now.
Let's have a chat.
Oh no, Gorion died.
That way, old man.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Oh no, Imoen died.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Gorion died, time to reload. Yeah, about that. Alright, we have sleep active. Just in case that wolf shows up. Sometimes he does. And back around. And grab this. She's in a better place now. She's waiting for us in BG2. Honestly, that's where she is.
Weirdly brilliant.
Show me XR. What's he casting at me? Nope.
All right. Fair enough.
He just threw a minor drain at me. We'll go back for him in a little bit, after I have invisibility.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Mostly I wanted his Montaron's Oil of Speed, but if XR is gonna be a butthead about it, then I can go back later when I have invis. 2 in 4 chance of instant kill, yeah. Not worried about the instant kill. Just use his only spell? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, but good for him. It would have been enough to end the run.
Might actually work.
Alrighty. Alright, sell this crap. Yep, sell that. The Potion of Clarity I can actually hold on to. That's pretty nice. Sell these. Okay. Purchase his finest potion case. And then I need his invisibility spells. Protection from petrification. Nope, that's protection from evil. Protection from petrification. And minor spell deflection. I actually don't need minor spell deflection because I can disarm traps, so we're fine. Again, I'm only gonna learn the spells that I need to know in this game. Oh, and identify. I guess I don't currently know identify because I didn't pick up the one from what's his face. All right, let's learn these. Of course, we fail to learn identify.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
Let's try it again. Okay, guess we're just not gonna have identify. Oh well. Not my problem. The potion case away. I know we get identify later at some point. Oh, it'd be safe to go back? Yeah, but that's fine. It's really, again, no big deal. I have the stuff that I need to have. Let's buy the other invisibility spells from this guy as well. Since I'm planning on safely traveling between here and where I need to be. Until I have invisibility.
That's weirdly brilliant.
This is guaranteeing our safety. Because now I can rest on the next map when I need to, and then actually, of which no, sleep is still fine. I don't need to blind Shoal.
That's
All right.
weirdly brilliant.
Because I can just oil of speed and then start plunking her with arrows. All right.
One got it with a machete.
Uh-oh. Kite the wolf. Leave me alone. Is it me or is our damage garbage? She just wants a kiss? Ben only has eyes for Leslie. That's why. Alright, 5,000 XP, we level up. Lots of points in Define Traps. I will learn Blindness. Alright, and then we gotta keep moving.
Who you are? No, not
I have 18 Charisma, so that guy will give me a little bit of a nice reward. Show me the carrion crawler. Usually there's a carrion crawler. Hey, here's what I love hearing. I love hearing people that have played the game forever coming in here and saying, I've never seen that before. That's what I love. I love that I'm able to show you guys some stuff. All right.
It would seem that you travelers are in need. It is lucky that I found you.
Let's fire a sleep into the middle of this. All right, whatever. We're kiting. Actually, I will throw the fiery burning potion that Arcan gave us. Keep plunking. I mean, we hit a lot, but our damage is so lackluster. I do wonder if Sling was the correct move. Like, we'll be fine, but... Yeah, but to get the Ogre Mage Matus, you need to actually endure the kiss, which is instant damage, right? I know that Beamdog fixed it so that it doesn't instant kill your main character, and instead gives them to, like... Does it bring you down to 1 health or something? It basically does harm. A lot of low hits. Looks like we need like a 10-ish in order to kill. Or, sorry, in order to hit. But the rest of the guys should be easier. The Ogrelins and half-ogres are... Oh, now that sucks, though. How much short am I? I do sort of need these guys dead, but I actually can't kill them, I don't think. I mean, they walk slowly, but I also walk too slowly now. Yeah. I mean, this is sort of... This is fun, right? Oh, Jesus. Ah! Ben, you're a freaking embarrassment, is what you are. Yeah. Yeah, with a sling, the oil of speed is more than enough because with 18 strength, your sling damage is just so good. But it seems like with our bows, it's just... I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh my god. He's taking the shortest path. Look at how many... I've used multiple stacks of arrows just getting around this guy. Alright, but we did it. Alright. Time to go to Baragost. I've used the second invisibility scroll. Because in Baragost, I will be able to get the remaining experience that I need.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
Look at how
Yeah, that
clever I am.
might actually work.
Predicting the waylay.
Yeah, that
Alrighty.
might
And we are now safe. Because once I hit level 3, I'll be able to cast invisibility for myself. And at that point, traveling will be safe.
Yeah, that
Hey, Marl.
might actually work.
Tell him, Marl.
1133 1 for 900 XP.
I got some cheap beer for you.
History of the Fateful Coin. I can sell this pearl. And rest.
That's weirdly brilliant.
Take this thing to Firebead.
It's hard to find decent
right,
folk
fair enough.
nowadays.
That's weirdly
For
brilliant.
a scroll case and a book that I don't want. Alright, Silky. If you wouldn't mind. And her saving throws are sometimes crazy, but the good news is that resting is pretty easily available.
That's weirdly brilliant.
You want some whiskey?
That's
I mean, while I'm
weirdly
up here, I
brilliant.
can go ahead and unlock all of these. One of them has a handy sleep mace in it that I can't identify.
All right, fair enough. That's weirdly brilliant.
All right, let's try the blinding again. All right, I need her to roll single digits. Thanks. She's unbeatable. This is, I guess, when we were playing as an illusionist, the thief illusionist was able to do a little bit more with blind because you get the bonus to illusion spells.
Fair enough.
Single digits, lady. My God. She's just acting?
Fair enough.
Well, Kooky, no. And this is not a trilogy run,
Fair enough.
by the way. This is Baldur's Gate 1 and Shadows of Amn. That's it. Throne of Ball is doable, but very, very complex. And that's not what we're... She just rolled a 20, by the way. Single digits out of you. Thank you. Finally. Alright, we're level 3. Shortbow, longsword, quarterstaff, I guess. I even need to? No, single weapon style. This is just better. Like, I don't even need points in quarterstaff anymore. More points in defined traps. Just get that maxed out first. True hero run? Yeah, we're neutral good,
That
Conwiz.
might actually work.
What part of that is confusing?
All right, fair enough.
Literally right here. Neutral good.
All right, fair enough.
Kiss me, blarmy. What you wish done?
I want you to identify and buy this thing, and then sell me a short bow +1, and you have a bunch of arrows +1 as well, but I don't know how necessary it is for me to buy those. I think the short bow +1 is probably good enough. Or we buy a whole stack of these. Maybe 2 stacks. Let's buy 2 stacks of arrows +1, just so that the basilisks go a little bit faster. Since we're doing so little damage, I feel like. Oh wait, no, that's just 1 stack. All right, whatever. Regardless, I think this is not a bad idea.
All right.
And again, only
Fair
because
enough.
I'm finding the short bow damage to be a little
All
bit
right. Fair enough.
lackluster. But now 3 to 8 could be worse.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay, let's go get our gem bag from the current owner. Cause I'm guessing she doesn't need it anymore, or maybe she half needs it.
Won't you take me to a licensed cleric?
All right, one more rest, and we'll have invisibility ready. Once we have invisibility ready, then we can go.
Yeah, that
You want some whiskey?
might actually work.
All right, now I only have one casting of invis,
All right,
so
fair enough.
at the moment, because I'm not playing as a specialist mage, so I do have to be a little bit more vigilant about when I'm using it, and resting often when I'm out of combat. So like when I'm ready to travel, I want to use invisibility. When I'm not in combat, I want to be using like resting and then refreshing my invisibility. But like obviously, we don't want to get waylaid.
All right. Fair enough.
And then here again, as an example. Oh, wait, hang on.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
Yeah. Oh, right, and I still want to go back and kill Montaron and XR because, getting the, getting that oil of speed is going to be really important.
Power.
Battery, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
That's weirdly
All right.
brilliant.
Nice. We made it to the friendly arm inn. No problem. I will go ahead and grab the Ever Memory.
Is power.
Doubles our level 1 spell slots. Get a couple sleeps in there. Old fart machine. Thanks for the follow. Nice username. This will give us a point of reputation, which is nice. What I'm doing right now. Let's scout ahead and see what we've.
Hey, you want?
That's weirdly brilliant.
What are we looking at? 1, 2. All right.
So,
All right. Fair enough.
Here's Joya's ring.
Yeah, that
Unlock the way north,
might actually
and
work.
then make our way back south. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to identify and sell, but I guess I can put on some of the stuff that I'm not gonna. I don't like my character's pathing at the moment. Oh no, it's fine. They almost walked through another couple of hobgoblins. None of them are ranged hobgoblins, so we're fine, but. Another option that I have is to go directly for the Boots of Speed and then run around the rest of the way with the Boots of Speed on.
Yeah, that might actually work.
And all I need for that is a
Alright.
full charge Wand of Fire. I guess 2 full charge Wands of Fire.
Power is power.
Energized, thanks for the follow. Okay. Alright. We're going north. Let's get the thing that we want. Rest.
That's weirdly brilliant.
With apologies to these idiots. Alright. This item is for a little bit later. Let's ditch these. Hey, take care, Dane.
That
See you next week.
might actually work.
I think we're gonna have a little bit of a stream hiatus while I'm traveling. Yeah, thank you for the uptime. I am not gonna be live for too much longer, but alright, grabbing this. Alright, that's everything we needed.
Yeah, that
Invis again.
might
Farewell,
actually work.
Ankegs. See you never. In our potion case, we now have 2 magic protection potions, which is good for when we need to, you know, have magic immunity. A couple of decent spots to use that.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Please, will no one help? It will be hard going without my son.
Alright, once again, ignoring all the Ankegs.
Alright, fair enough.
Actually, with this Wand of Fire, I could go and do the, yeah, if I have the Wand of Fire and the magic immunity and this belt. Yeah, let's go do the maze. The maze will be fun. Plus, it's a lot of early experience, and then I don't have to go there later.
Stop! You are trespassing.
Bye, Tanya.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay. Oh, the only problem is that I can't identify the Wand of Fire to be able to use it. Which I guess is an issue, huh?
That's weirdly
Hergen would
brilliant.
speak at you, so listen up a moment or two.
So unless this guy has Identify,
You
which
want some whiskey?
of course he doesn't.
Yeah, that
Is there like a store?
might actually work.
I'm not ready yet. Oh, this Beard Inn. Is one of these things like a store that might be able to identify things? Or does that not exist in this town? don't think that really exists. Morellas, Chandelars. No, the Innkeeper doesn't have it. Alright, whatever. I guess we're not doing the maze right now.
Yeah, that might actually work. Yeah, that might actually work.
Hey, good luck, Captain. I mean, that's with SCS is craziness, but best of luck. Maybe with summons you'd be able to do it. Like if you remove restrictions, then I would say you'd have a much better shot. Did anyone mention the thing about magic fire versus resist fire? I don't know if that makes a difference in the base game. Maybe SCS changes that?
That's weirdly brilliant.
Magical fire isn't a thing? Okay, so all right, so
That's
it's still not.
weirdly brilliant.
Welcome.
This guy has
Traveling
identify.
adventurer is never turned away from a house of Lothander.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nothing in the game uses it. Right. Army of sex slaves? They're not sex slaves. They're literal. They're bond girls. Matus, come on. Okay, wait. I need to explain that joke for people who haven't heard me do it before. So let me go back. They're bond girls. Why are they bond girls? This is why. Okay, there we go. I explained the joke. Also,
Don't touch me. I'm super important.
That's weirdly brilliant. All right, fair enough.
are we gonna be able to unhear that? Good. That's what we're going for.
All right, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
All right, let's go basilisk hunting. I guess. I guess I've put ourselves in the position of going basilisk hunting. Although if I'm gonna go basilisk hunting, I'm gonna need protection from petrification. Is Korax considered a summon? No, Korax is considered free experience. I don't need help. Don't be ridiculous.
That's weirdly brilliant.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that might actually work. Yeah, that might actually work.
Hey, you want to see me?
All right, let's talk really quickly about the weapon switching thing that I'm doing. This is important for people to understand. When you switch weapons and you have the party AI on, it resets the attack round, not the spellcasting round, but the attack round. So it resets the 6 seconds that you have for attacks. So if it says that you have several attacks per round, which in this case we have 3. It just resets it. So you'll see me shooting arrows very quickly.
Might actually work.
Same applies if you have party AI on and you reposition yourself ever so slightly. So we can attack a little bit faster than every 2 seconds. We can attack multiple times per second instead. Like so. See that?
That's weirdly brilliant.
Swing our way up and around. Tazloy? Sure. Random. Basilisks. That's more like it. Kiting. Has it decided to chase? Real Basilisk. Fireball. Because we want to hit Mutamin as well.
And I will call my new Italian
Down he
force
goes.
leadery, the locale, calzone.
By the way, we leveled up ages ago. Max out find traps. We can max out open locks, and then after that we'll work on set traps. More spell slots. Yep, more invisibility. Go for it. Things are going well, I would say. More basilisks. Actually, there's 2 here in a line. Might as well scorch or charge.
Power is power.
Very good. And there should be one more basilisk to kill. I can't really see him. There he is. Loads of XP. Oh yeah, Korax. Well, yeah, well, whatever. Who cares? He can live.
Yeah, that might actually work.
You said something?
All right. Go ahead and sell to this guy. I have a lot of money, but I need to have enough money to be able to buy the Wand of Fire from this guy. 'Cause that's what I really want. And how much does he sell it for? 5,867, and I have 5,468. Damn it. I sell this mage robe.
You said something?
5,768. 5,867. Damn. If only I had identify. All right. I'll come back. I'll be back in a bit. Just need to go identify stuff. Wait, how many castings of Invis do I still have? Okay, one.
Yeah, that
You have been waylaid by
All right.
enemies. And
Travel while invisible. Perfect for waylays.
That's weirdly brilliant. That's weirdly brilliant.
All right, let's pull out the items that I need him to identify. These two. Where else do you get identify scrolls from? Nashkel Mines? Nashkel Mines has one for sure. Camling, thanks for the follow, by the way. I don't think I said.
All right, fair enough.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
That's weirdly brilliant.
Okay, back to the Durlags area, I guess. Do I normally have another Oil of Speed? Or no? No, I don't think I do. Alright, well, we'll just go to Durlags. 24 hours away. Hang on. Yeah, okay.
All right, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
Hello, sir. Wand of Fire, please. Thank you. Alright. This one just has 20 fireballs on it, which is good. And the reason why it's good is because fireball's still really good. For example, the two battle horrors that are hanging out right there. Use fireball charges for. $8,000 XP levels us up. Max that out. I don't know, for lack of anything better. Level 3, I literally don't have any level 3 spells to cast. How much more experience do I need to level up? Yeah, if I go to the upstairs area and just off the greater basilisks and do Caranale and stuff, that'll level us up. This goes pretty quickly, and the good news is, you know, we're gonna set ourselves up next time decent money. Yeah, but I don't really care about that so much. Like, I'm not gonna be looting everything. I just need the XP. The money will come.
That's weirdly brilliant. That's weirdly brilliant. All right, fair enough.
All right, detecting traps so that I can disarm the, there's the chromatic orb trap on the ground right here that I need to disarm. There we go.
All right, fair enough.
Protection, petrification. How am I doing on arrows? Okay, good. Funny. Alright. Upstairs. Greater basilisks. Perfect targets for scorchers. One down. There's 3 up here, by the way, and they're worth 7,000 experience each. Yeah, sweep. It's okay. I just wanted a regular. Holy shit! The streamer RNG. I am gonna wait until I have a potion of genius so that I can guarantee learning that. No, I haven't 47. I don't know what that is. That is insane RNG, by the way. The one level 3 spell that I would actually want. Ooh, I don't like that he's running at me. Blind, please. Alright. Good. We're closing in on our level up anyway. Detecting traps. These are acid arrows, which I could fire at people, I guess. It'll do extra acid damage, I guess. Not so shabby. What's my lore at the moment? 28. Oh my god. Look at all the things I can identify. Well, okay, one thing I can identify. Alright, so we killed all the basilisks and stuff. Just one more, well, two more things to do here.
Yeah, that might actually work.
I mean, I can identify stuff here, but... and, like, unlock them. Are you not also trapped? Really?
You need something, stranger?
Hello. Okay, and what about you? You're both? Hey, look, an oil of speed. Actually, that's kind of fancy. All right, and I need to go upstairs. And we're gonna talk to Cairnhale, go downstairs, talk to what's his face.
Destiny on the...
Hello.
I'm not long for this place.
I don't suppose I heard that. Rather different proposition. Wait, what if I can get someone else? Yep. Okay, down we go.
That's weirdly brilliant.
All right, Rigolo. Mr. Rigolo.
All right, fair enough.
All right, and then 4,000 experience for doing this. Bye.
All right, fair enough.
All right, and this guy is now sort of trapped here. And I'll just throw blinds at him until one of them connects, and then we'll kill him. Or his saving throws are just going to be insane. Hey. Alright. And then we'll just shoot him until he unalives. Yeah, Tolrun. Sure, we can justify it that way. I have a better way of justifying it. It's one of our favorite emotes on this channel. XP overall.
Yeah,
That's weirdly brilliant.
Okay, that was a ton of experience, and did not take us very long to do. Oh, book? Yeah, you're right. Good point.
That's weirdly
Yeah, it would have been
brilliant.
very annoying to have to come back to Durlax for that.
All right, fair enough.
Thanks, Trace.
Yeah,
All right, for this
Might actually work.
trick, I'm just gonna use a potion of clarity. Because this trap is not disarmable. This one. There isn't one on the floor here. That's in Baldur's Gate 2, right? Yeah, this trap is not disarmable, and it fires a dire charm at us. There we go. Problem solved.
That's weirdly brilliant. That's weirdly brilliant. All right, fair enough. That's
All right.
weirdly brilliant.
I think the place I want to go right now is the Friendly Armin or the Temple, because he can identify my book, but also one of those guys sells a potion of genius. That way I can learn haste, and once I have haste, then we can lickety split ourselves around the map.
That's weirdly brilliant.
yeah, that might actually work.
All right, fair enough. That's weirdly brilliant.
All right, super important, man.
That's weirdly
Don't touch
brilliant.
me. I'm super important.
Yeah, it wasn't him. Okay.
Yeah, that might actually work.
All right, fair enough.
Wisdom is up. make that 11. Mind focusing? Yeah, I don't need mind focusing until
Alright.
You are welcome here.
until
you
at least
vile,
Baldur's Gate.
political sot.
And I can buy them there. Actually, buy another one for, that second potion of genius is for when I get the Stone Skin book. Oh, that feels really good having that.
That's weirdly brilliant.
I mean, weird that I still don't have Identify, but... I like that people use Dav's commands in my channel. That always cracks me up.
Alright, fair enough.
Power is power.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Riff. Could go and do this thing anyway. And get the Stone Skin scroll. I mean,
Yeah, that
like, why the hell not?
might actually work.
I have the magic protection potions. I have the, I have haste even. I have oil as a speed. I have cold resists. Or cold immunity, rather. I mean, why wouldn't I just do this?
So, what do we got so far? We need big ticket items.
Alright,
That's
we're going.
weirdly brilliant.
I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with if I have Stone Skin.
Yeah, that
Alright, now,
might actually work.
we're gonna attack a bunch of, I don't have enough arrows. That's okay, I'll use fireballs and stuff.
Alright, fair enough.
So these guys are going to hit me with their cold attacks, but I am wearing the Belt of Antipode. So Benny will scream bloody murder because he's a big wuss, and we will be fine. Okay? I really should have bought more arrows. Wow, we missed with everything there. There we go. The acid arrows hit like a truck. Oh my gosh. Alright, here I'll go ahead and drink both the magic protection potions, both magic immunity potions, rather. And then I'll haste myself, because why the hell not? And then I'm gonna start launching fireballs at these idiots. I'm at the end of my rope heal wager. What if you're at the end of your fireballs? That didn't make any sense, but whatever. Alright, we'll work on maxing out set traps next. And we got additional level 3 spells, so more hastes. Sure. Nerio, exclam death still active. Always works. Alright, we can shoot this guy. I can also Scorcher him. Where is he? What are you doing shooting fireballs at yourself, bro? Come on. You could have stolen my experience if you had successfully landed that damn thing. Cannot change armor during combat? Oh, that's funny. Game thinks I'm in combat. Here, I'll put this in my offhand. Just to save up some space. All right. Disarming traps. Oh, am I out of arrows? Oh, that's funny. How embarrassing.
Power is power.
All right, more Scorchers for him. Yeah, go beat him up. Oh wow, you are just terrible. I still have magic immunity, right? Yeah. Wow. Sir. Ay, ay, ay. Morin, thanks for the follow. Alright. More fireballs. Never mind. First things first. Scorcher charges for this guy. Benny's screaming so much. It's amazing. Okay, let me turn the AI off so that he doesn't keep running at them. Okay. Alright, we're clear. I mean, that's as many Winterwolf pelts as I can. Honestly, the darts don't sell for much, so I should probably not have those. And then, what else? Oh, I can put that in my quick items. Nice. Alright, so then I can carry everything out of here. Sheesh. Alright, we're good.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, fair enough.
Alright, he takes his stupid cloak. I will pull off a potion of genius and then learn stone skin. Energized decided to immediately yeet themselves. Goodbye. Actually, hang on. That was a mistake, what I just did. Because my chance to learn spells is 98, not 100. Alright, hang on. Well, let me go back to friendly arm in. I might need both mind focusing and, yeah, I think I actually need both.
Yeah, that might actually work.
Alright, let's go back to friendly arm. Why is it 28 away? That's so far.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
Oh
and
no.
must defend yourself.
Okay, there's for these are melee guys, so I should be able to.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. You know what we're doing.
Alright.
Sweep, thanks for the hydrate. Okay, a Temple of Wisdom. Oh wait, I can haste myself. I completely forgot that I could haste myself. Oh, that feels really nice.
Alright, fair enough.
Is that all my money? This will put me at 25 intelligence, which guarantees learning spells. Very important. Because I need this one. Chance to learn spell 150. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, also that increased my lore to 61, so I can identify all the stuff that I had in my inventory. That's also very funny.
Yeah, that might actually work.
I'm still not gonna touch this guy, by the way.
Yeah, that might actually work.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
By arrows? Yeah, that's part of what I was doing here. Clearing out the inventory, of course, but also... Don't I need to buy arrows? No. You're right. All right.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Sorry, Tarnesh.
All right. Fair
You
enough.
are ignored. All right, we're doing a minesweeper. All right, that's the last thing that we're gonna do then for the evening. All right, so I'm gonna drop the save now. We're done for Baldur's Gate for the evening, and then we're gonna do a minesweeper, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Okay? Okay. Because I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. It's the only reason that I streamed for this long tonight was because I'm not gonna have a stream for the next like week or so. I'll be back probably next, maybe Tuesday evening, but probably Wednesday evening is more likely. So it was nice to have a good long session tonight. I'm just gonna have to guess in that corner. Okay, that worked. Okay. Yeah. I have to guess something. Oof. Oh, I hate it very much. Guess here? Alright, whatever. Oh, that's attempt 2. This is attempt 3. But yeah, I think having a regular mage thief is gonna be a really, really good option for us, especially in BG2. Access to death spell, really, really nice. And skull trap, and then all the thief HLAs. That's just a misclick. The thief HLAs are gonna be really powerful. Okay, all right. Last attempt. And this one's gonna be over pretty quickly because yeah. Okay. All right. No minesweeper. Sorry. Sometimes you just suck at minesweeper. Oh, doubters take the points. What the heck? That's crazy. Hopefully, you know, that's just a thing that happens, I guess. I don't know. Alrighty. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop for the evening. We'll pick up this run next time. I anticipate that when I do start this session again, the rest of Baldur's Gate 1 is not going to take a full session. Like, it should be pretty quick from where the point where we are now, where we've already done the Basilisk and the maze. Like, blitzing through acts or chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is pretty straightforward. The only thing that I need to do is get enough money for a full wand of fire, and then the rest of it is relatively quick. And then we'll be able to take that character and import it into Baldur's Gate 2, which is what we wanted. So hopefully you'll join me for that. But again, it is going to be in another week from now. Okay, so you guys can, if you guys want, you can stay posted on the Discord. Otherwise, I will. Like I said, just if you're following the channel, you can get a notification and see when I'm going live, or you'll see when I'm live anyway. But look for me in the evenings, 8 p.m. Pacific. Again, no streams the rest of this week, not this weekend. Early next week, yes, streams will be back. We'll be doing runs. So I'll see you guys then, okay? Take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. If you guys are in the United States, enjoy your long weekend. And yeah, I'm leaving now. Bye.